In the Gangster Life Chose Me news, submitted by Forgan Mareeman.
That's good.
What did you say?
Forgan Freeman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. An 81-year-old man got caught up in a crime out of boredom.
81. Oh, I get it.
Actually, more like out of loneliness.
Yeah.
So he wanted to
You
go
don't
to
know
jail?
old people?
No, they're dead.
No, 81, bro.
Pretty much dead to me.
Can you go to jail for just annoying somebody, like by talking to them?
I wish.
Yeah.
So this 81-year-old has been jailed for 9 months for
Oh, damn.
acting as a getaway driver for a man who's accused of stabbing a rival in a dispute over drugs.
Holy shit.
That's legit.
So this man's name is Ian. He picked up Muhammad after an attack in the UK. And so they're saying that, so he's a retired burger van driver. Who now,
Van?
Burger
So he just misses driving.
Maybe.
Yeah, but
Fucking burger? What is
weird.
He should
Burger van?
he just should have fucking started doing Uber or something.
That shouldn't
I
exist.
know, right?
Is there Uber in England or whatever?
I feel like it's all over the world.
No, not everywhere.
Well, because I think, I could be wrong, but I think for to be a taxi driver in England, you have to be able to like memorize streets and like the map and stuff.
Wow.
So it's actually a very extensive process.
You're fucking around.
I mean, I saw this somewhere. I could be lying, but still.
Maybe back in the day, maybe not
You're
now.
not good at mafia.
No.
Try me. Anyways,
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna look it up.
his co-defendant, who's this 23-year-old named Akeem, he was jailed for 9 years for wounding with intent and 2 charges of possessing cocaine and heroin with intent to supply. So what ended up happening here is that Ian, he was just driving and he ended up seeing these 2 guys like trying to hitchhike. So he picked them up
Oh, he
out
didn't
of
know.
boredom. But no, he agreed to like, you know, assist them, and like they're claiming that he even helped the dude that ended up doing the stabbing, who stabbed his victim.
He's like,
5 or 6
I'll haul them
times.
for you.
So he's like, what you guys doing? Like, oh, we're out murdering. And he's like, oh, well, I'll drive for you if you, I'm kind of lonely.
Yeah, stab him there, stab him there.
I mean, he could be a fucking psychopath that's like,
This is what the judge.
bucket list.
This is what the judge.
I haven't done this.
Getaway driver.
Yeah.
So the judge said, you assisted an offender by driving him away from the scene when you knew he must have been involved in a serious assault. You saw blood on him and you undoubtedly knew that he had been involved in drug dealing. But your involvement was considerably more than this one journey. You made several journeys on that day and on that night before you would have been aware that you were being used as a driver whose age and appearance would have been unlikely to draw attention. So they're saying that he helped them like escape to a different country now.
This is another movie too. Lonely Ground.
This is what Ian looks like. 81.
He looks like a gangster.
He looks like a ghost.
He's a gangster
Like
ghost.
Tale from the Crypt.
This guy looks like he's a part of the fucking British mob.
I feel so bad.
This
I'm
looks like
sorry.
he eats people.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's Halloween time. I get it.
I don't know how with no teeth.
Good point. He turns him into a soup.
That fool got no teeth.
He blends them.
That might have been it. He wanted parts of the dead body or the person who got stabbed so he could eat them later.
I don't buy
Like
it,
Jack the
man.
Ripper.
He just looks like a thug to me.
No, he's like, I did that.
Really? I don't see that. I see this guy at a gambling den. I see this guy at a strip club. He's owning fucking shady hotels and brothels. He's a mobster.
If I was in a jury, I don't even need to hear anything. I see him like guilty.
Same.
Yeah, right off the bat.
Damn.
He doesn't look caught off guard.
I don't know. I kind of feel for him because like.
Why?
Kind of
Get
like
on
You get
board.
lonely?
No, because I did meet someone once that said that they were a getaway driver for a heinous crime that they didn't know that
What
the
the
person
fuck?
had
You
committed.
never told us this shit?
Yeah.
What kind of friends are we?
Yeah. Well, now you know. Now you get to hear it.
They heard it too. I'm not
It's never
special.
been brought up before. It's just like I'm gonna tell you when we're at the spa all naked. Hey,
No
by the way,
shit.
do you know?
Of course.
What was the context? Hey, I used to be a getaway driver, Tiff. Anyway, I like your cherry marmalade drink.
No, it's because they had served time in jail, and I asked them like, well, why were you in jail for? And then they were like, oh, I didn't even know this, but I was driving my friends and they asked me to pull over. I thought they were gonna pick up some cigarettes. They ended up assaulting a man and stabbing him similar to this actually.
How many years was that guy in jail for?
2.
Oh yeah, he didn't know.
Yeah. So then he was just like, I didn't know. Like they ended up telling me like, okay, let's just go. So he was just driving. And that's when they got pulled over, and then he was just.
So he was supposed to like get the fuck out of my car, kind of thing. He was supposed to be like that.
I don't know. These were his friends.
But he didn't know. This guy did know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how much he knew, but they're saying that.
He saw blood, made him happy. Come on in.
And then
Can I get a finger out of this?
continued to like eat them.
Lick it.
She's like, my wife used to bleed.
I have, you know, I have zero compassion
trying to
for old
relate.
people.
Once a month, right?
I have zero compassion for old people. Zero.
Why?
Because they had a lot of time to get it together and they still fucking up. I have even more hate for them.
All right.
Even more hate?
No, because I mean, like, okay, so if you're old and lonely and shit, right?
Yeah.
That means you were a fucking asshole when you were a parent.
That's
You
true.
were a
Wait,
fucking
what if-
dick.
What if you only had one kid, that kid died?
Yeah, what if they got run over by a train or something?
You had a long time to pop out multiple kids.
Okay. Yeah.
No. Well, there's
Should have raised smart kids who didn't get hit by trains.
there's circumstances, right? Like there might be a sweet old person.
I get it.
But there's a reason why they're alone. A big good reason. It's probably because they're a fuckface. Not because
Or maybe they lost their whole family in a tornado.
that's different.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, that situation sucks. But at the same time, like, you have a chance to make friends with other people your age or
Who don't live in Tornado Alley or something. I get it.
Yeah, Tornado Alley, yeah.
And usually social people and nice people, they can just go right back and fucking find a whole new camp, you know? And if they're old and lonely, you are probably a dick face all your fucking life. So you deserve that shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn, I hope you're never old and lonely.
I know, right?
I'll never be old and lonely because you guys will be forever around.
No, you don't even call us friends in
I
public.
know.
What are you talking about? I used the fuck out of you, and that's all I need you for.
It's that.
What I
so
mean.
he's never lonely.
You renounced your friendship with us in front of people.
I did?
Yeah.
Multiple
When?
times.
You
Just
don't,
now.
no, you don't believe what you hear from my mouth because that's not the truth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not supposed to believe what you just said.
You gotta suss it out.
That was like a wedding crasher's line. You don't believe the truth that comes from my mouth.
Yeah, shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
I love that line.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I feel like I've insured my future with y'all.
Nope.
So I can go away for 10 years.
Nope.
Come back
Fuck
and
no.
still use the fuck out of you guys because I've done enough investing. So strategically, I think I've done enough to where I'm gonna be able to lean on them and use them for the rest of my
All right,
life.
what's the biggest investment you've done for these people?
Gave their fucking dreams a reality.
Dreams are
Oh, really?
Thing. Yeah, I made it all happen. They didn't do anything on their own. Before they met me, they were a bunch of complete losers that had nothing going for them.
Right.
Yeah, you really secured the bank, dude. You-
And I picked them up out of the
This feels
dumpster
good. This feels good.
and I built them up completely.
My heart feels good right now.
Good friendship.
You know what? I have to say it because I never get the thanks and the support that I should get.
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is obviously the nonprofit organization that I created for these lonely fucks
Called what?
Joe's Heaven,
Okay.
right? Joe's charity work. I did this for them because I care so much.
That makes
And I hate to see losers be losers. But I did a lot of this and built this for them all by myself. They still never give me any credit for it or thank you or anything. But I'm there because I care.
I know that we're losers and stuff, but can you tell them about the porn that you like where girls have huge cocks and they jerk them off and
I don't like that.
Giant loads of cum blast out and hit the ceiling?
Oh, that one. Have you seen this when the girls are wearing fake boobs that are this big and it
getting
has
into
big
that now.
dicks like that? I'm not into it.
Like yardstick.
You said you were hard.
I got a lot of things make me hard though. It doesn't.
You didn't deny it.
I didn't want it to.
You gave me more information than what I even asked.
Oh, that's for sure.
You've had this. Things that
Have you
you're
seen the big titty ladies with the giant
No.
dicks? Vids.
Okay, you've
Getting hard for no
been
reason?
Yeah.
you've been hard unintentionally
Oh, yeah, for sure.
from things that you don't even want to.
Like hugging your uncle.
Like mannequins in downtown LA.
Yeah.
The Joker laugh.
Because they've got those perky nipples.
Yes.
They don't have nipples.
Some of them do.
Some of them do.
See, you're.
She got hard from them too.
Oh yeah.
I'm just honest with myself.
Yeah.
You're very open, very honest.
Yes, very open.
Too open. Too open. What some would say.
Some have said, I haven't said it yet.
Some would say.
She's quoting people from the internet.
Sometimes
Nobody here thinks that.
I read comments.
I say things that aren't true because in the future they will be.
You're manifesting destiny.
Yeah, law of attraction, you know.
Yeah.
No, everything he says is truth.
Now I'm confused.
Okay.
Listen, not long from now, it will be a very widely accepted fetish. This just chicks with huge cocks thing coming everywhere.
Yeah.
Take it.
It'll be a thing, right? And we will be seen as barbarians for the types of pornography, the mundane types that we like now.
And it's a lot of.
So he's a pioneer of this.
He is indeed, yes.
Yeah.
He's an early
He's a purveyor
adopter.
of it, if you will.
They fucking laughed at Galileo. They laughed at, Isaac Newton.
Yep, Isaac. Yep, they
The-
sure
the-
did. They sure did. They
the
howled and
trendsetters of
they
the-
howled and howled.
Yeah.
And I'm always often misunderstood. So it's
And they
also.
laughed at Rudolph.
So I'm glad that there's finally someone here that's willing to recognize me for all of the things that
The visionary
Yep.
that you are.
that you can also appreciate. XXXL titties. And a big cock that shoots lots of cum. Gallons of cum.
And that's the reason why
cockzooka.
you invited him.
And you know what's sad, Joe, is that we all just laughed again. But you will be seen like Copernicus, like Galileo,
Yep. You guys will laugh,
like Albert Einstein,
but that's why I stay
like
confident.
Rudolph.
Because I'm Isaac Newton,
Don't forget him.
and all these peasants over here. I don't want to say it.
No,
but,
you
know,
said it. We're
What the fuck? You've said enough.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll say the peasant part, but I
We're
will.
short peasants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.